way to Spotlight. Go buy stuff that I need to make this. So I'll see you then. Viva la Spotlight. I've basically done it for me. Clearance. This dress is pretty. Oh my god, they've got one lamp.
Okay.
Yes, comes the fun part. We get to choose the fabrics. In my tester, I envisioned like a silky satin thing, but I don't know if that'll be thick enough. Won't they walk with me? Well, like this kind of. So it's like a stiff, but it's also the word metallic. This one isn't see-through, so it's good, but it's like kind of. Do you need it? Like that much?
A bit more than that.
Oh, that's good. And I need yellow. Oh wait, and orange and green. That's Arlecchino's colours, yeah. So, hold on. This is our boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the white borders because that's gonna be a pain. But oh, he's got red. Anyway, red. Okay. No, I think we'll do pink instead of red. This pink is really adaptable.
Well, you can do your twist on it. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh.
you could do blue instead of green.
Yeah, he does have blue. I like this one.
Yeah, that's nice.
There we go. Oh, that looks cool.
Whoa.
So, these are all... How do I know? Which one is this?
That one works.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 5.5 is 30 something.
33.
33 bucks.
I think.
Easy.
Yeah.
Let's keep a date of everything. Today is the 11th of January. The dress I had in mind has these box pleat skirts. Like, I'll put an image of my sketch, but it's shorter. Tank top, but see, this one's got sleeves and this one's like thin straps, but I want it to be like thick straps. So I'm gonna use this one, but I'm gonna cut the skirt and then I'm going to not use the sleeve pattern, but also just cut the armhole a little bit so it doesn't look funny. I'm gonna use this one and we're just gonna edit it today. I have bought patterns from Spotlight before, but I haven't actually used them. I'm gonna be honest, can't really see what's happening. I'm gonna figure out what pieces I need. So they also come with a pocket pattern, but that's gonna be a whole nother struggle to put that in. And also, like, it's just a costume that I'm gonna wear once, so it really doesn't need pockets. Okay, so I need this one. Okay, facing. Do I need a facing? No, because it's a costume. No one's gonna see it. Basically, what I told my mom was when we were shopping is that if I don't end up having enough, I mean, when I go back, they will probably have the same fabrics because I only bought them like a few weeks ago. But even if they don't, it's fine because he has a bunch of different patches that you can't even tell if they're like the same shade or not. It's really fine. Like, I can use like any fabric to do this. We have this big piece. I haven't like cut it down the edge yet, but I'm just like giving it a rough cut out. And this is the panel of the skirt, and this is cut one on fold. And if you don't know what that means, it means cut this plus this. So it's like two of these but connected. Then this is the side front because it's got princess seams. It's the center front. So basically that goes like that. This is the center back. So two of these, and one on fold, I'm assuming. Yeah. The thing I'm gonna do is just see which size I am, because like all these things on the side is like depends how big you are. Oh my god. Oh, I thought it was in Italian, but it's actually Spanish. It's got English, French, Spanish. Side, front, côté devant, delantero, lateral. According to this, I'm a size 14. And actually, I remember, I didn't end up using it, but when I bought the patterns a couple years ago, I didn't fit into any of them, which was really rude. But anyways, so I don't know if you can tell on this one, I outlined mine with purple, but the dotted lines are actually different for every size, which like obviously makes it easier. So I don't think I have to outline it on all of them. On the big piece, it's quite obvious, but like these ones, because they were like close together. I just did the two front pieces because they've got really small lines. I'm gonna chop them all out in my size so that we can start working on them.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I've cut them all out. So this is the skirt. As you can see, it's just quite long, although maybe it's higher waisted. I don't really know where this gets. I was listening to Baby Monster while cutting these out. Monsters, wait, where, okay. So this has the hem included, but it's still really long, so I'm just gonna cut it like where this is, because like it's obviously gonna be shorter than that, but that's fine. Okie dokie. So the skirt has been adjusted. Beautiful. And check that they fit together. That's it. I'm gonna figure out how much I'm gonna make these into. I was thinking 10 by 10. Make them 9 by 9 for seam allowance. So let's just see how big that would be. Actually quite small. Mine is very tiny. So maybe we'll do, how about 15? Maybe I'll do 16 by 16 so it actually ends up being 15. Now I'm gonna see how many I can get out of one piece. Let's just see how many we could. What the hell? This is cut so wonky. Bro, it's like wavy. 56. 150 divided by 15 is 3.7. 10. So we'll get about 30 per piece of fabric. 4, 5, 6. So 30 times 6 is 180. Okay, so we're gonna end up with 180 squares. Hopefully that'll be enough. Wait, I just realized there is an easier way to see if it'll all fit. Okay, it interrupted me, but can you see how wonky that line is in this one? Like, bro. Anyways, my plan was to lay out all the fabrics to see if the pattern pieces would fit, so then I could know that how many squares I would need. So I just need 2 of each of those 3, which obviously they will fit, and then I need 4 of those, and I can get 2 out of one piece. Another 3 fabrics here, so 180 will definitely be enough. Today is the 12th. I'm now gonna walk over to my grandma's house and start ironing them all. Like, I'm gonna iron one, bring it back, iron another, bring it back. It's 2 p.m. now, so let's see how long this takes. Long time no see, this room. I'm pretty sure the last time I filmed in here, and probably last time I was in here anyway, was when I was making my ball dress. I brought this piece of like cotton to put on top because this fabric feels very delicate. Now I know this iron was quite like also delicate, but I'm not taking my chances. I don't want to burn this fabric. Okay. Okay, this is the orange one. I think that's as iron as gonna get. I don't know why there's like static. Is this dangerous? Is it gonna kill me? Why is it staying up all of a sudden? It wasn't doing that before. And now I'm gonna bring it home. I'm gonna get another one. I realized there's only room on my floor to do 2 at a time. So anyways, walking back and from the house a couple times to get the fabrics to put them away and like ironing them, it took me to 244. I thought it would be easier if I used a template, and I found out that that little Pizzler square I was using was like basically the right size, but because it had like rounded corners, it wasn't really making it any easier, so I ditched it after a bit. And also at the beginning you saw me struggling because I could not find a pen that would work but not leak through. I was drawing this on the wrong side obviously, so like you wouldn't see it, but anyways, eventually I did it. So, and guys, this took so long. I only filmed myself doing up to the yellow, but like I did all of them and it took me like 2 hours. I almost stopped like 3 times because I just couldn't do it anymore, but I did all of them. I listened to almost 3 full albums. I can't promise that they are all exactly 16 by 16, but close enough. This one I accidentally like cut through it because it was like folded. I'm gonna use that one to test with the iron because yesterday the iron just wasn't doing enough, and I don't know if it had to be higher. I was scared I didn't want to burn the fabric, but now I've got that piece to test it. I only cut out 15 of each, or 14 of the blue, but I've got, just because I don't want to have like extra ones because it's taking so long, but obviously if I need them I'll just make more. I've got the rest of the fabrics here. But yeah, today is the 13th. Today is the 14th of January, and I'm gonna start by just like placing them, and then I can start sewing them together. That is the first thing. Obviously like something like this will fit on that, but I need 2 of these, and also there's gonna be seam allowance, so it's gonna be smaller than what it looks. That's why I'm saying I don't know if I'll have enough. I just hope all like the darts and everything aren't gonna ruin the look of it. Make like a really big placement of it and then like put the pieces on and maybe start sewing it. This is my concern because see, this piece is cut one on fold, so that will obviously fit like that. But then we'll have like the excess, and because there's like it's all squares, I don't know if I should make all the patches one massive piece so that I can like really use as much of it as possible, or if I should make like one per pattern piece. I feel like I should sew them all together, shouldn't I? Yeah, that would make sense. Why wouldn't I do that? Okay. Welcome back to floor sewing. Again, last time I did this was when I was doing my ball dress. I'm gonna start by doing them in pairs, and I'm not gonna pin it because this fabric seems very delicate and I feel like pinning it will ruin it. Obviously when it gets bigger I will have to pin it, but like just for the squares it's not necessary. Thread, but it's okay because you can't see. Okay. Okay. And let me go. The first two patches have been patched. What's gonna be annoying about this is that I'm gonna have to open all the seams or it's not gonna sit flat. Of course the bobbins run out. But the reason my machine is on the floor is that I took it off the blue table because I didn't want the blue table in my room anymore, and I was supposed to get my brother's old desk, which is still downstairs with old stuff on it, and he hasn't cleaned it yet. And I didn't really care because like I didn't think I was gonna sew until TAFE started, and then like I'd be using the machines at TAFE. But it's the best thing for the machine, but it's okay. Right now, it's 9:22. Just the first thing, so I sewed those two together, those two. Before I sew them together, I think I should iron the seams, but I'm thinking maybe instead of ironing them, because that's gonna like ruin it all and then I won't know which pieces go where if I've got to go to my grandma's house. I might just put them upside down, open the seams and put like a heavy book on them. Hopefully that will do enough. I've put a bunch of books on them and this one's already done. See how I just like opened it a little bit? That's 10:03, done the first big piece. Ta-da! They, as you can see, don't all of my... But it's okay. It's pretty much what I expected, but I don't want to do any more right now. Guys, it's the... what day is it? The 15th. Oh my god, I'm so excited for tonight. Last night, I could not sleep. Like, I'm normally asleep by 10 or 11, but I think I went to bed at 3 AM last night. Because I couldn't sleep. At first, I was just reading like I normally do, and after a few pages, my eyes normally get tired, so then I go to sleep. But I wasn't feeling tired, so I read like 20 pages and then I was like, okay, I don't want to read anymore. Oh, I have an idea to see how many squares I'll need because I was like concerned. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough. This is the piece I made with you guys yesterday and it was gonna fit the two I need of this. Like I said, I was gonna make like a massive piece, but then I thought, but what if that like isn't enough, and then like where do the pieces all have to be in order for all the pattern pieces to fit? Like, so I laid out a few squares for like each piece, and this is my floor. So I made these last night. 2 of these because I need 2 of those, 2 of these, and I didn't sew those ones together yet, but I laid all those out, which would make for one. See the brown? That's the pattern piece. It's very unclear because the pattern piece says skirt front, but there is no pattern piece that says skirt back, so I'm assuming it's like the same on the back. So I need 4 of those. Counted, and for the first one, there were 22 squares, and I only had 32 left, but I would have needed 66 in total, and I only had 32. But then when I laid out the ones there, that's only 18, because obviously it's like gonna be one piece. And I am overlapping them because obviously there'll be seam allowance. So I was like putting them on top of each other to make sure that I would have enough. And now I've got 14 left. See the little, yeah, that's all I've got left. I have no blue left. I have like 1 orange. My calculator last night told me that I just need 4 more from each color. And look, I can definitely fit 4. But I also decided I want to add sleeves. I was looking at my sketch last night and like I was comparing it to Arlecchino himself because he's like completely covered. It just looks like a summer dress, you know. I feel like it wasn't resembling him enough. So another thing is, I'm not gonna make it, but I want to buy like a white collar. Maybe I'll go to like an op shop and see if I can find a shirt with a funky collar and cut it off. And I was already gonna get like a black mask from eBay and then like some gloves, like short gloves, and I'm gonna get white stockings from eBay. I'm gonna make like really like short puff sleeves, like what I would have done for the Snow White one, which I kind of almost half regret not doing it for that one, but I'm gonna try and sew them in rows. I made this diagram so I don't forget, and I'm gonna have to sit on the fabric because
A very, very long time later.
it's the 16th of January today. I was having a mental, not a mental breakdown, but I was like on the verge of one. The pattern piece wouldn't fit on the fabric, and then I added more squares to it and it wasn't fitting again, and then I calculated how it would fit with the extra ones and then it still didn't fit, and I was just like, what is happening? I spent the whole morning trying to fix it, and this is the pile of everything. I've traced them all out. So I started cutting them out and then tragedy struck. When I was tracing them out, I could have sworn on my life I traced one out the other way, because obviously they have to be like that. How the hell did that happen? This is the back two pieces, and as you can see there's this strip of pink, so thank god I hadn't thrown out the scraps yet because I needed just a little bit more to fit these two in. There's these two pieces which were meant to be cut one and fold, but they wouldn't fit, so they're gonna have to be sewn together, but I cut them a bit longer so that there's like enough to sew them together. Then these pieces are supposed to go here, and that one is gonna have to go backwards. I don't know why I'm stressed about this, because it's looking fine and it's not for a test, so it doesn't have to be perfect, and at the end of the day it's something I wanted to make for myself. So I don't know why I'm stressing about it. I'm gonna sew the top together, sew like the pleats, but I know seeing it come together will make me more, will like boost my confidence in it, so I think I'll start sewing the top. I think I'm losing my mind. I know the lighting is really bad, I'm so sorry, but I put these down and I was like, why are they not facing the same way? And then I realized they're not supposed to face the same way. It makes me happy when it looks good after I've done a seam, so it doesn't look bad, but today's the 17th. I was talking to my mom about it because I started sewing it together. The back armhole is not aligning with the side. See, like the armhole isn't the same, and I was like, what is happening? Like I cut it out of the pattern. I found out that I needed this piece on the back as well, so let's waste more fabric. We agreed that I had set myself a challenge that was too hard. I need to cut out more squares out of fabric, which I really don't want to do, but I decided to check one more time and I found a piece that said side back. It literally shows there's a side back on the packaging, so I traced them out, making sure they faced each other. Slay. As a result, we have a beautiful bodice. I went through my grandma's old patterns hoping to find some puff sleeves, and thankfully I found one. To the op shop today to try and find something with like a white collar. My mom found this, and then I'm gonna cut it to make it smaller because it has to look like a collar. I really like this detail on the end. It's kind of what I was imagining, and obviously it doesn't have like a cut, but I'm gonna cut like a triangle. I'm starting to regain a bit of confidence now that it's coming together. It's just kind of annoying because like I'm glad I started it early because like I said, Carnevale isn't until March, but like I'm gonna be doing TAFE, so I don't know if I'll have enough time to focus on this. Part of me is like, I'll just leave it for a few days, but I want my room to be tidy before the school year starts, and also like I want it finished, but then it doesn't have to be finished until March, so I'm like, you know, calm down but also speed up. For the back of the skirt, let's just ignore that, okay? I'm gonna use any fabric I have to do the back of the skirt. I don't even have to do the back of the skirt, it's fine. We won't take photos from the back. Grandma's patterns, and that was the only one with puffy sleeves. I thought there would be more since it's like from the 70s, 80s, but this one is a flared sleeve. I do know how to make a flared sleeve, but I'm just not in the mindset to make a pattern, okay? This time around, I just wanted to buy one, and thank God I did, honestly, because even though it's been a bit confusing, making the pattern would have been just as bad. I don't know. Okay, I just sewed all the pleats down. I don't know what went through my mind because I started sewing them like vertically. But then I was like, maybe I should just like sew through them. Like that. Like this. But it's sewn now and it looks like a kite. I did a sample of the sleeve, but I just sewed the shoulder seams. Period. So I cut out the first sleeve and decided to do it a solid color instead of patches, and then I started to gather it. I attached it to the bodice and here she is. As you can see, I was very proud of it. So then I did the other one and voila. Everyone, it is now time to get ready. Let me show you some other pieces we have. White stockings. I didn't just buy these for this, like I did actually want white stockings. White gloves. I'm gonna wear them like scrunched down, so they're like short gloves. I wear these shoes, and of course a black mask. I bought this one because I really like the whole masquerade thing. I feel like it's a fun concept. I want to learn more about like the masquerade balls they used to have. Ta-da. The picture, he actually holds a flower. He's like, so, I've got this one. I don't think I ended up hemming it. Oops. Okay, let me do that real quick. What does a girl gotta do to get stockings that fit her? They don't go all the way up. Like the biggest size I could find. Like I'm tall, but I'm not that tall. Like I'm not absurdly tall. There are people my height walking the streets every day. Like it's not weird how tall I am. But I can never get stockings that go all the way up. Nervous. I feel like it looks like a cheaply made costume. Like it doesn't look like I made it, but I guess that's like a good thing. But then costumes normally don't look great, so maybe it's not a compliment. Put the collar on. Also, I realized how I've been editing and like this dress has been hanging there in the background of some of my videos. I feel like it looks rushed, but like with the skill level I'm at, I definitely set the bar way too high. And I don't know what I was thinking. I sketched this idea in November and then I was like, why not? I'm glad I tried though, and I feel like I said, it is good for my skill level. I just feel like I could have probably executed this better in a couple years time. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the full thing now. I was about to do a turn for you, but then I realized the back is not done. So we've done the photo shoot now. Help. Oh no, my other glove. Wait, let me just do a little. Thanks for watching. Go see the results on my Instagrams. On both my Instagram. Oh, yeah, just these ones. Bye.